Good morning and welcome to Church on the Net. The verse I want to share with you today is in Proverbs, and it's from a devotion that I was reading from the past, but it's in Proverbs 16, 17, and 18. 18 is one of the verses I quote a lot, which we'll talk about in a minute, but 16 grabbed my attention. The highway of the upright avoids evil. And to me, man, there's nothing that speaks better about trying to live a holy life. Knowing that, we're not perfect. We're not going to reach it until we see Him face to face someday. But what are you doing to create success for yourself in your Christian walk? 18 is just important. I'm going to post these in the comments, but 18 is pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit or a self-righteous spirit before a fall. What are you doing? What are we doing to prepare ourselves to be the very best that we can be, to remain humble? It seems to me that in the world we live in today and with the things that are going on, we're very self-serving. That's just not the way that God has for us. So what can you do to change that? I like the whole idea of the highway of the righteous avoids evil. When you're driving down the road, and you need gas, at least this has been for me, especially if you're in the mountains and kind of in some scarier places where gas is harder to find. It seems like you're always finding those little places that seem a little scary to go to, and you just drive past them. We avoid things that could cause problems for us if you want to live your life drama-free. But do you want to live it drama-free, or do you create drama? Are you striving to bring attention to yourself so much that you embrace drama? You may talk about not wanting it, but your life actions show something different. Are you living to be true? Are you living to serve Him? I've had a couple of y'all that will tell jokes that are kind of off color or be a little off color in the way that you approach things, and say, well, it's all in good fun, and that is true. But I also know a lot of guys that are, and girls that are comedians, and they're great comedians, and they can keep it clean. So, and I think God blesses them even more. What will you do to live for Him? Are you driving down the highway for success? Did you trip your car? My dad always told us before we go on a trip to trip the car, and that means to check all the fluids, to check the tires to make sure that it's going to make it, to check the battery, make sure that you have everything for an emergency that you need to trip the car. Do you trip your life? Do you trip your life for success, or are you living on a path for failure and wondering why? One of the biggest struggles that most of the guys, out of 900, I would say 899, having coming to the Lord, is staying pure and staying focused. And it is a struggle, and you don't always win that battle, but that doesn't mean you'll run to it. You fight for the things that are good, fight for the things that are pure. Live your life a little bit above board, striving to do the better things, surrounding yourself with people that are going to push you in the right direction, that are going to lead you back to God. The whole practice of leaning and finding mighty men is surrounding yourself with people that are going to guide you back to His Word, guide you back to what He wants you to do, so that you can live a life that's above board. You can live a life that's holy. Not perfect. No one's perfect. But to live a life that strives for Him, that you try to do your very best. Nobody's perfect. Nobody is ever going to be perfect until they see Him face to face. But God is faithful, and He will take care of you. He'll give you a way out. He promises us that. And it's not always an easy, gentle life. Sometimes it's very hard. But what do you want to do with it? Where do you want to go? Will you seek Him, or will you just let go and let anything happen? The Bible talks about the pathway and the gate. And it's a very narrow gate that leads to heaven. It's not a broad path at all. And it's not because he doesn't want everybody to come. It's because not everybody will take the time, the effort, and the strength to walk through it and try to do his very best. So I hope you all have a great day. I appreciate you being outside with me. This is kind of like my bird sanctuary where I go and, spend time alone with God. So have a great day. God bless you all.